Hi everyone, how are you? So I'm working on another painting today. It's a 2-pager. That's another true crime type of picture where one woman is crowning another one with a crown that says innocence fraud on it. And I'm going to be using my ArtVista paints. And yeah, so I'm going to start working on this. And thank you for all your comments. People have commented, and I was just gonna say, my last video I did a comparison. I'm gonna start off doing the background with some fluorescents. I love these fluorescent colors. I do a bunch of fluorescents. And I want to make a sparkly background with a lot of different lights coming out, light with dark. Yeah, so I got a comment, and someone was saying that they got grabby, but after watching my video, they're wondering if they should return it. And I'm like, whoa, I'm not telling you what to do or anything, of course, but why would you want to return them? I think these are great paints. I really do, for the price. These are very good paints, and with 100 different colors, I mean, you're not going to get any better than this, I think, as far as for the price. I think they're fantastic. They're a great deal. I'm enjoying using them tremendously, especially with the new fluorescents and colors and all the colors, really. Now, it's not perfect. It's not going to be, as far as quality control and getting the exact same colors in each set. I still think they're worth it. If you wanted something a little better, more quality to it, that's not, professional based, you can get student grade palettes and tubes, or, a lesser price than professional paints that are usually just as good, really, or almost as good. For example, one example is Winsor Newton. They have their Cotton line, which is student line, and then they have the professional line of paints. You just see what's in your budget, what you're willing to spend, but what you're using it for. Is it worth it? Do you really need to spend all this money on professional or even student grade? If it's you're starting out, you just want to practice a while and see if you really like watercolor and you gotta stick to it or not. Whatever's in your budget, it's like anything else, though. It's just you get what you pay for, it's like no, it's like anything else you get, right? Anything. So that's not to say that, getting these really high quality cheap products like these, the Gabbies and the ArtVista paints. I mean, the quality of art supplies, especially cheap art supplies, pencils, markers, everything, we've just gotten better and better over the years. You can get so much more than you used to be able to get, right? I think these are just looking like dots. I'm trying to make it look like there's like a lot of flashing lights back there. I don't know if I'm really accomplishing this. It looks like I'm making a leopard pattern instead. I'm gonna try some yellow. But yeah, I think these are great paint sets. I'm really enjoying using them. But go with what, trust your gut. What do you feel like you want to do? You can get smaller, you can buy individual tubes of paint and slowly build up your collection, or you can get some really good student grade palettes, which give you usually about 50 colors, 100 colors. They're usually not this big. 100 colors. I don't think you're gonna get 100 colors even in a student grade higher end brand, and they might start coming out with it, but I've never seen. This is the first time. It's only with these Gabby and other versions of this. This is the only time I've ever seen then come out with 100 and 150 or 128, I guess is the highest number now. I'm sure it'll go higher. I'm sure it might go up to 200. Who knows? They keep going up and up. It's great. I think it's fabulous to have this many colors. Yeah. Said, yeah. It's just, you know, what do you feel like doing? How much do you really want to invest in this? And I would recommend taking classes, of course, because that will get more guidance there from the teacher. And usually for classes, they'll tell you what colors to bring, and that's really the best way to go about it. Not just online, but in person. I would recommend in person. That's me personally. In-person classes or workshops or whatnot. Whatever you have available around you. If you can. You know, if there's something. You know, some sort of. But usually museums and other places offer painting classes. Especially to difficult times. They probably won't be using Grabby though. If they're, you know, professionals, they'll be using Winsor Newton and all the other top brands there. But they're very expensive when you get to the professional ones. They're very colorful. Yeah, this is pretty much what I was going for. Really festive looking backgrounds here. It's just that, like, the fun with these paints too is experimenting with different looks. Again, they're very gouache. Again, these paints are kind of gouache, which I like. You know, they're thicker, a little thicker, they're not as transparent. But I think that they give you more, you know, more meatier, vivid results. You know. More like a substantial. So anyways, I just wanted to reiterate that I wasn't trying to pick on these paints at all in the comparison. I was just showing that they are the same. You know, they're white label paints, so it doesn't matter which version you buy, whether it's Grabby or ArtVista or something else. Again, I think these are wonderful paints. The selection of colors and the price point. I want to get a few of these, you know, but you know, you gotta use them and see what you like. You know, you may not like these, you may hate these, I don't know. Depends what you're looking for, types of paintings, etc. You're looking to do. Everybody has their own, you know, ideas, what they want to do with their art, what they're aiming for. Are you just having fun? Are you just testing the waters? Try it out. Or are you looking to be more professional? You want to be in galleries? You want to sell your paintings? Yeah, if you're looking to sell your paintings, then you're going to want to get the better paints for sure. But if you're just going to use it for your own personal artwork or just to practice and learn and coloring books and things like that, or just for, you know, holiday cards and, you know, other crafty things, just for your personal, you know, your personal. Like I said, these paints are great for if you're going to take a picture of it and then use that picture for if you're looking to make, you know, use it to make to sell objects, but you're using a picture rather than selling a framed painting, right? So that's a big difference too. Where if you're going to sell prints, you know, you don't need to have expensive paints. If you're going to just sell prints of it, you just have to have a good picture of the painting. And I think you could perfectly acceptable paintings with these paints that you scan or take a picture of and then put it in a print or cups or towels or whatever you can sell. And yeah, so this is perfect for that, but it's only if you're looking to make paintings to hang on the wall and to sell framed paintings. Then of course that's when you have to get into the professional paints that last. Like, it's just like color pencils. You buy the light fast expensive pencils, they will last forever. And it's the same thing with paints, right? The more expensive you go, the more light fast they're going to be. So that's when you can sell the painting framed, the original. You wouldn't want to use these because they would fade too quickly. I mean, I don't know how quickly these would fade, but I can imagine they're not going to last as long as the professional. And like I said, they're not as transparent as transparent watercolors, which is not a big deal. But if you're looking, yeah, like I said, it depends on what you're wanting to paint, what you're wanting to do with paints. I think these paints are great. I really enjoy them. And the colors are fantastic. Get some really great results with them. I really have no complaints. You know. But again, I'm not going to sell this framed anywhere. I'm not trying to sell it. I'm just more for my own learning and, you know, if anything, I would probably use my paintings, like I said, with print form and cups or shirts or that type of thing. If I end up doing something that I really like and that people would be interested in. But yeah, see, I mean, these colors are fantastic. I think I really like these sets a lot. So that's me, you know, I can only speak for myself, you know. So there you have it. So I'm just starting the background there. Let that dry a little bit before I start two ladies here in the center.